Yes, yes, yes. We are back. NBA Chatroom.
The most fire open of all time, by the way.
Well, I'm questioning the use of the basketball footage and why it's all mostly us being terrible, but...
There was a terabyte of footage of us hitting shots, but we lost it.
Yeah, we couldn't find
files are
that one
corrupt.
for some reason. We found all of you. Welcome back. NBA Chatroom episode 2 going down each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, youtube.com/Sportsnet. You're here right now, so hit subscribe. Don't waste any more time. High alert for not just this episode, next episode, but all the fire content that we've got coming your way throughout the week as well. What are you looking forward to on this live interactive show centered around the Raptors and the NBA?
Jerseys.
Okay.
And Halloween costumes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. It's the tip-off. The Raptors throwing it back this week. The first time they had a throwback game. That meant the white, old-school dinosaur on the front jerseys that everyone hated 24 years ago, that we love now, and the all-purple court. Just beautiful. I was in the house. It was amazing to see the throwback. The fans were coming out with their old purples and stuff as well. I rocked a hat that had my name underneath, that sweat stains from when I was 8 years old. It was amazing. Your thoughts on throwback night, Deej?
Well, rewind to 95 was a massive success, only getting it 6 nights a year. And I'm saying, I'm here for more.
Yo.
Like, why is that not just one of the alternates moving forward forever and ever? Amen. Remember when Tim Lewicki came here and people were talking about the uniform, the colors, the jerseys? Nobody's saying any of that now.
Because the team is good.
Well,
and
that helps.
Old is
That
new
helps.
again, right? In 2019, in fashion, it's okay to be vintage. It's okay to be retro. Oh my God! And Kyle Lowry was retro in his play as well, and he has been for the better part of this season, just doing everything on the court. It was I can't get over how nice it would. Like, this is what I mean. Like, it is my phone background right now, just because I needed that purple to like be sitting there. You can't see that, but it's real.
Ooh, that's a brave man showing the phone, because you get a push alert. We're live.
Nobody texted
I would
me.
have never done that. That must be the burner.
That's the real phone. I got one. How about our Danielle Me show getting the viral answer of the year from, again, Kyle Lowry. She asked him what he thought of retro night.
And the throwbacks, we all remember you wearing it during the parade. What do you think of the 95 rewind?
It's sexy.
Right? I like it. Thanks, Kyle. Fellas?
It's the right word.
It's the right word. Strong response, and like a politician, done talking, just gave her the smile and the walk-off. They were sexy, and also, let's put some respect on the name of those shooting shirts, which were also fire.
Sell them, please.
Socks
The socks.
were fire.
I want the socks.
Like-
I want the socks. Who do I have to talk to get some of those socks, is all I'm saying. Beautiful.
Don't be the guy, though, who comes to the run with the socks with the NBA logo, but then has a G League game. Don't be that guy. Just wear them casually.
All right. Another part of that game, of course, was Pascal Siakam doing Pascal Siakam things. We've seen it through the first part of this season. I said last week on this show, right? You remember, we asked who has to step up for the Raptors in order for them to take another leap. And I think you maybe scoffed a little when I said Pascal, because he had just come off winning Most Improved Player. And so it's understandable to question maybe, well, how is this guy going to do even more? I knew there was another gear there, and we're seeing it with Pascal this year. Your thoughts on Siakam's early play after signing that big extension, securing the bag?
Yeah, I've been turned, right? And I've always been part of the congregation that loved me some Pascal, but now I'm saying all NBA might not be enough. Assuming they keep this team together and they keep winning, why can't he be an MVP conversation type guy? I know that sounds crazy, but look at the numbers he's put up. The fact that this guy is hitting 5 threes in a game when his redshirt season in college, he took 15 all year.
It's not even about hitting 5 a game, it's where he's taking them from as well, right? He was known as the guy that stood in the corner, waited for a pass, and hit those threes at a pretty good rate last year. What I like this year, the passing game has improved, as we see here. That's one element of his game that I think is much more different. The ball is going through Pascal Siakam, and then this, the above the break three, something we saw is very little to none of in Pascal's first 3 seasons in the NBA, unless he was late in the shot clock. It is now a consistent part of his game, to the tune of 75% of the 3-point attempts he's taken this season have come from above the break. If he adds that element to his game, on top of the passing element and running the point, which the Raptors trust him to do a little more this season, there might be no stopping this guy, which, again, considering where he came from and how he didn't touch a basketball until like 8 years ago, That's why I said this is the guy that's going to make this team go.
I'm glad you brought out the three specifically because it's not just him taking them and making them. He hit 37% last year, but he shot 40% from the corners. Now he's shooting them from everywhere and off the dribble, not just catch and shoot. The only thing that needs to change, and holler at me in the comments if you agree, he is a flat-out star.
Yeah.
He needs to get a star whistle at this point.
Yeah, the calls have been bad. Offensively, defensively, it's been unfair.
Every night. And I think he needs to start getting some star calls.
I want to talk very quickly just about the Raptors bench. We know the starting lineup's produced, but Nick Nurse doesn't go very deep beyond that 7, sometimes 8 guys only playing. It's obviously going to catch up to them. What's your impression been of the second unit players so far?
What second unit?
Yeah.
There hasn't been one.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going there.
Not long ago, they had the bench mob, which killed other second units. I'd love to see another bench mob.
I'm just not sure it's there yet. That's it.
Well,
I don't think it's there,
if they don't play.
Yeah.
Rondé and Stanley, who were supposed to be the big guys to fortify that bench, are playing less than 5 minutes a night. Terrence Davis is the only real support guy, other than obviously Serge and Norm, who have played in all 4 games.
Matt Thomas had a game.
One. And then we didn't see him.
One.
So he plays 20 minutes one night, doesn't play any at all. I think for this team to go where it needs to go, the bench needs to play.
I think Nick Nurse will loosen up on that a little bit more. Again, the bench pieces, they're all relatively new. And we heard what Nick Nurse had to say prior to the season on the additions of Rondé Hollis-Jefferson and Stanley Johnson. Flat out said they weren't ready, and he's proving that by not playing them so far. Now, I wonder, DJ, and go with me on this because it's been in the headlines a little bit this week, okay?
Talk to me.
You can miss me on conversations about depth if your team's got Pascal Siakam, maybe OG Anunoby, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Maybe not as unbelievable as people may suggest, because for the second time in a week, we got a headline saying Toronto amongst the favorites, or on the short list at least, for Giannis Antetokounmpo if he hits free agency in 2021. This is the first one from Mark Spears, would put Toronto on the short list for Giannis to consider. You can't leave money on the table. When you're his age, you can make money elsewhere. Fine. John Hollinger on Wednesday in The Athletic saying Toronto considered maybe one of the favorites again. So the general headlines are the same. Thoughts? It's exciting. For sure, it's also early.
So you've heard of fake news?
Yeah, okay.
That's no news. Because you know how many teams are interested in Giannis? All of them.
28 others maybe,
Yeah.
Suns, Milwaukee, Toronto.
And you know how long we've known that the Raptors and Masai Ujiri are interested in Giannis? Like forever, since we've known about
But
Giannis.
does it validate the claims even more now that 2 credible reporters have come out in the last week and say, hey, don't sleep on Toronto?
Listen, Danforth, stand up. They're going to try and recruit him, no question. But this has more to do with what happens in Milwaukee. The fact that they went all in on both Lopez twins. The fact that they gave Bledsoe some bad money that they can't take back, and they had to say goodbye to Brogdon. That team can't get better. So if he isn't able to win
I don't know if they can't get better. How is Toronto going to get better until their executive made some moves to make them better? They have 2 years to figure that out, and I think in Milwaukee, the executive team there is going to do everything they can to make sure that team is as good as it can be over the course of that contract until it expires in April 2021, or what they hope is June 2021, when they're playing for the finals.
How'd that work for Cleveland, keeping LeBron?
No, but
Twice.
that's different. That's
How'd
LeBron
that work for
James.
Kevin
No,
Durant
come on.
in Oklahoma City? Listen, these guys left money on the table to go somewhere and win. Giannis can make more money from the Nike checks, and on his shoe, the check is backwards, but it's still fire. He's gonna make more money from Nike than he is in the league, so he can leave money in order to win. And if the Bucks don't win,
It's a
lot
of money, man. It's a lot of money he's leaving. 5 years, $250. Milwaukee can go. That's $50 a year. Nobody could give him 5 years, by the way. Nobody could give him more than 40-something a year. That's like almost $100 million over the course of a contract.
Is his career gonna be over in 5 years?
No, but again, you just never know how sports work.
Do you
right?
know how much money you could make in this country as a Greek star of the Raptors? Masai Ujiri is like Giannis. It's beaten us. It's off the books this year. You're going to make so much money off the court. It's not even going to matter. He's going to make a lot of money off the court in Milwaukee.
Bro, the league is global now. Although we do know that Masai tried to trade up for the pick that eventually was Giannis Antetokounmpo a few years back, and then ended up going with, a year later, Bruno Caboclo.
Yeah.
Because he thought maybe there's another gem.
It's the one that got away, and he's going to be all in to get him here again.
It's exciting when you see that, eh? That's the plan is for 2021. The cap space is free in 2021. Pascal signed only, and Norm Powell, but they can get rid of that. So some excitement there.
Freaky Greeky. Taste of the Danforth is real.
We got some good recos. All right, about a week into this season, what's caught your eye beyond the stuff that we've talked about Raptors-wise?
Oh, I'm here for the petty, I'm here for the drama, and I'm here for the predictable Kyrie Irving already starting some stuff in Brooklyn. Listen, first of all, the hashtag is We Go Hard, which is so predictable. Jackie Mack had a
fake deep as him.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Jackie Mack had a story with great anecdotes about the fact that he doesn't want to take his hat off in team pictures. He's not letting the team physicians put tracking data on his body. He's just being difficult for no reason. He's so extra.
Touch my heart, hope to die. Love you. Love you, Brooklyn.
Here. You're not even from Brooklyn. You're not back home. You're from New Jersey, which is on the other side of the river. Kevin Durant will learn that the side chick is the side chick for a reason. He should have stayed with Steph Curry. Instead, he's got headaches. Curry is beautiful. He's a beautiful player, but you don't want to wife that up.
Donovan, you're good for one side chick reference a week, and I'm here for all. Do you have like a list, a Rolodex of like side chick references, or like? That's good, man.
I just never had.
Also, are you okay?
The ability to have a side chick in my life.
Okay,
so
yeah, we get
I'm living vicariously through this medium.
Okay, no more side chick because you're eating up my time here. I want to shout out the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay.
Not Andrew Wiggins, though.
What?
Although I'm digging the new haircut.
Fourth quarter wigs, it's a thing.
Yeah, one game only, 1 quarter only. New haircut also on Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh.
And new style of play as well. My guy is averaging 9.7 3-point attempts a game. He's their center, by the way, hitting them at over a 40% clip. And I'm not just talking about regular pull-up threes. I'm talking about stuff like this, as in like a little hezzy, a little step back, a little try to draw a foul.
Okay, Harden.
Yeah, he is a big man James Harden right now. A big man James Harden. Instrumental in obviously them going 3-0 to start the season. If I had to pick an MVP a weekend, it'd be Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay, well, he tried to recruit D'Angelo Russell, didn't get him, so just took his hairstyle and his game, apparently. I see you. Do the headman.
I feel like you can grow your hair like Kat. I feel like you could do that. It looked good.
You don't want to see that.
I kind of do want to see it.
Well, you want to because you want to make fun of me.
But that's it, right? Like for the slander, I want to see it.
Canada doesn't want to see it. Well, you guys, be interactive. You guys are letting us know what you think of everything, including some of you willing to sell body parts for Giannis.
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
I saw that too. We do have some questions coming in.
Not about me growing my hair, though.
Well, we'll see what happens. And remember, guys, it's a live interactive show. We want your questions throughout the duration of said show so we can chat with y'all. It's hard for us to get in the comments while the stuff's going on, so we use these segments to take your questions. First one from I Don't Give Kachuk. What do the Warriors need to do to improve? So far, they're doing so hot. Clearly not. Obviously, the blowout to the Clippers. They did win a game, though, to get back on track. Draymond Green bluntly always puts it, we're playing like bleep. I don't think they'll play like bleep all season long. Steph Curry's too good. But he does not have the support he had for the last few years.
No, he doesn't. And good question. I don't give a Kachuk. Knuck, if you will. Listen, they are playing 9 guys.
9 guys.
Who are 23 or younger.
Yep.
What do they need to do? They need to grow up. They need to get experience. No Willie Cauley-Stein, no Kevon Looney, no Alec Burks. Those are 3 guys who have played in the league, rotation guys, they are without. They need to get some experience and they need to get older.
Is that part of the reason, and I feel like this ties into our next question, why the Raptors are relying so much on their starters as well? And our next question comes in from Ben Z, 6OD, I don't know, a lot of letters, numbers there.
Why, Benzie? Why?
Well, I feel like the question is, I want more bench. Also, we heard a lot about Matt Thomas coming into the season.
We did.
The legend of Matt Thomas, you know? The profiles have been written. The family has been featured. He's played 1 game. Played relatively well in said game. Now, the plan is, of course, Nick Nurse saying ahead of the game against the Pistons, Matt Thomas is going to play. Terrence Davis is going to play. They're going to try to go 10, 11 deep. So far, they haven't gone beyond 9 in a game. Most parts, it's 7 or 8. Is Matt Thomas the answer to that?
I mean, let's get a look. I mean, this is the thing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Shot 48% in Spain. He is real. The problem is he has a history of not being able to defend, but in his 1 game, played 20 minutes and defended pretty well, took 3 shots, all of them were threes, 2 of them went in. So give him some rope, but why we saw him for 20 minutes and then didn't see him at all, when you look, he signed for 3 years.
Yeah.
He's not on the 1 year or the 2 year like some of the other guys.
There's 3 here.
So he's gonna be here for a while, so I wanna see, if anything, of all those bench guys, him get a look.
And that obviously leads to the next question, which is an obvious one as well from G Campbell 77. Are the starters getting too many minutes? And we know the load management. Alex McKechnie, by the way, promoted, is signed to a longer contract. People's bodies are going to be in great shape, but not if they're playing 35 minutes a night from the jump. Like, that's 4 straight games. The starting 5 and then Ibaka and Norm are your consistent rotation pieces. Obviously, it doesn't bode well for the long term if that's how it's going to go. I imagine there's a plan in place. We just haven't seen it so far.
I love how they had to give him a VP to give him more money. Like, was his resume not the fact that Kawhi made it through the year? We got to give you a title change to bump you up. Corporate Canada. Listen, I think they need to fill out that bench because is Marc Gasol going to make it through the year at his age?
You got a good question there.
Just be on the team. Is Serge Ibaka? We know Kyle Lowry is going to miss 10, 5, 15 games a year.
I don't know. Not if it's probably if it's not up to him.
His body has broken down.
He's playing so well right now.
But the issue is he plays so hard.
Yeah.
It's tough to play 82 like that.
For sure.
That's why I want to see the bench pieces. Great question, G. Campbell, 77. I don't know if there are 76 other G. Campbells.
Yeah, he's got to secure 77 though.
But thank you for the question, and thank you all for the interaction.
Yeah, again, we want all of them. So please send us your thoughts, comments. The chat is lit right now. We'll be interacting in it right now because it is halftime.
So we take a little break for halftime. All those rings and things you sing about, this man right here, he brought him out. You met in this very space with Peter Canis, president of Barron's Championship Rings, and got the details on all that bling.
There is a championship ring in this studio right now for a team that plays in Toronto, a professional sports team, one of the big 4 sports teams that plays in Toronto. No disrespect to the Marlies or Toronto FC. This ring hits a little different. Take us through the process of, well, first of all, the process to get said ring made by your company. How did that go down?
Well, the process starts from as soon as the Raptors make the finals, we're already designing rings. We're already putting ideas together, putting our creative brief, taking history points, story points of the season, and obviously waiting to see what happens in the championship before we kind of present our preliminary designs to the organization. So typically that's how it starts, and then they get back to us saying, hey, okay, here's some, we've got ideas what we want. They give that to us. We create our preliminary designs and meet them for the first time, and then it's an ongoing process from there. I think we did about 30 different renditions of the design before we got to this stage.
And so why this stage? Take us through some of the intricacies and story details on this ring that ultimately led it to be the final version.
Well, I mean, Kyle was very instrumental in where this ring is today. I mean, he had a vision on what he wanted a ring. We came with some great designs, we thought. Traditionally with the logo on top, every ring has had that. He wanted something different. He wanted something to emulate the city, the country, the players. As you can see in the ring, we did the Toronto skyline, and not just the skyline, just the regular buildings. We've done that before.
Yeah.
We've done buildings where you can see the windows and everything. He goes, I want it diamond studded. I want emerald cuts. I want baguettes, whatever you call it, I want it in there, and that's what we did. We had to get custom cut baguettes. They're all Canadian mined diamonds, so we had to get the rough cuts to cut them to that, to meet those specifications. And the reason it's this big, it was asked this question today, why is it this big? Because we had to get it big enough to fit the skyline and the custom diamonds in there.
So Kyle made you guys work as much as he makes his teammates work.
Yes,
and stuff. You guys felt like you were part of that team,
Exactly. And the Larry O'Brien Trophy is right in the middle of the skyline, which has the single largest diamond of any professional championship, 1.25 carat just in that alone. I mean, that's the centerpiece of the ring. There's so many other cool story points, like all the roster, all the player numbers around the edge with a ruby separating each one of them. I mean, each player had their own personalized engraving inside the ring. Again, it's just a masterpiece. I know they really wanted it blinged out. I mean, there's never before have diamonds been put into a side of a ring, into shoulders, where all the other, like the name details. So we did that as well. Yeah.
It's just really cool detail that has me awed just looking at it right now.
Well, just even the CN Tower alone, we had to get permission to use the CN Tower, and then just the big part of the tower, we had to get the proper cut diamond for that, not round, not. It had to be a specific oval, so we got that custom cut for that, just to get as close as possible with diamonds. You can never get it perfect, but it looks pretty impressive.
So now that the Raptors are one-time champions, there's new rational confidence in the city that probably was there before, but a little more valid now that they've won. So if we were to think about next rings for this team in this city, what do you envision as a hypothetical if the team were to run it back and win again?
I mean, I don't know if you go bigger. I think you just have it same size for the other hand, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you probably put 2 Larry O'Brien trophies on it, right, instead of 1. So, yeah, it's how do you top this one? It's I I mean, those are the only 2 points I can think of right now.
That's fine, yeah. Start making the call, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I think halfway during the season we'll start. Okay, let's put some ideas together. Who knows, right?
Yeah. So there was a lot of envy amongst people not there last night, and what you guys have done is allowed fans to get their hands on versions of this ring as well. Take us through how fans can be part of this experience, even if they weren't in the arena for opening night.
Well, I mean, with every kind of professional championship ring, there's always comes an aftermarket retail program, you know, and to get as close as possible to the ring. So we created a fan collection that's very similar to the ring that the players are getting, and that's something you can get at the games, or you can go to raptorschampionshipring.com, and it's also on the Raptors mobile app. Just click the link and go to it as well.
I saw a lot of fans purchasing yesterday as well, so that's great. So you better get there quick because they're going to fly.
Shines bright like a diamond. Like
I can't get over it. I still see it in my dreams. That's how damn big it was and how bright it was and how shiny it was.
That was actually going to be my question for you, because the B-roll, or the beauty roll, literally, was outstanding. But when you saw it, did it live up to everything that you had seen?
Yeah, like of course it did. And like the best part was I had seen the replica ring first, like the fan one. I was like, yo, this is nice. You see the real one, and I look back on my mantle with this replica ring. I'm like, yo, what is this trash? You know, like the real one, it's so beautiful. You know, it's described the most elaborate, most expensive ring. You can see why. When you see it up close, like you can't see anything else. So, no, shout out Barron for coming through for the Raptors. Obviously, the complex Canadian basketball fans feel should be put to bed right now because that's the greatest damn ring we've ever seen. All right, time for a new feature here on NBA Chatroom. It's called Pour One Out, where don't do. Dog, someone has to clean that.
It's water.
Someone has to clean that.
It is H2O. It's water.
All right, well, pour one out.
Evaporate by the time we're done.
Whoever has to clean that. I'd like to say this is a tribute to all the homies we lost this week, but really we're here to laugh at them, including John Collins. Pour one out. You got jammed on by Joel Embiid, and then he shimmied in your face.
And looked at him too.
Yo, not just looked at him. And John Collins did his best to try to not look back. Look at him here. Oh no, I don't see you there. I don't see you there. My career just ended.
Oh, you have to inbound the ball. I'm shimmying in slow motion. Oh my goodness, that was not slow motion.
Pour one out.
JV was moving in slow motion. Got hit with the hizzy by Kyrie. I voted JV top 25 on a Raptors poll. The defense is why some people thought that was questionable. Oh my goodness. Verticality rules do not apply when Jones Jr. is in the area. I feel so bad for my guy who's trying to play textbook D and getting dunked on.
Didn't jump. Pour 2-0 for JV this week. Pour 2-0 for Montrezl Harrell as well, whose name I learned has an L in it. You might not see it there. It's Kawhi Leonard, number 2, yelling at Montrez for playing some crappy D. And you know what? Kawhi kept that energy later in the week. Trez with the dunk, Kawhi with the I don't care.
No energy.
I really don't care, bruh. Do something on defense, I might stand up for you.
Ooh, Markelle Fultz trying to do something. Maybe too much on defense.
My God.
Playing a little twister here.
Hold on.
Left down.
Can we zoom in on his face?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's where dreams go to die, Markelle. Hold it there, Freddie V. Hits the 3. Bench is reacting. I love that he has no reaction on his face.
That's the most the bench worked that game. All right, Steph Curry. Oh my God, a lot of shots of the basketballs this week, including Terrence Ferguson. Pour one out.
How about you don't reach in, Terrence
Let's
Ferguson?
not pour one out for the Warriors just yet because clearly they're finding ways to cheat to win. Poor Terrence.
He was just running. Oh!
Okay.
The hoop and the harm. Yes. Upper abdomen, lower.
Well, it's not the upper abdomen, bro.
Okay, all right.
It's not.
Oh, it's not comfortable either. I feel bad. You knew he saw it happening, but he just couldn't react in
Joe
time.
Ingles over here. Not the only one. James Harden, right in the hard ones. Can I say that?
Yeah,
can I say that? I said it. It's too late. It's too late.
It's YouTube. It's fine.
That's not even the worst thing that happened to Harden this week. Here it is. Mad because somebody, I guess, fouled him, giving him free throws 80 and 81 in a game. No. Don't
it's not
the ball.
that deep.
Bro, Josh Hart agrees with you.
Yeah, he's like, whose man's is this?
Yeah, the perfect whose man face, and also my face whenever you say anything on this show, which is ridiculous most of the time.
The Hart face needs to be a meme.
It's already a meme. NBA Twitter's gonna love that all season long. The best part, though, about Pour One Out and the NBA is that you get to come back next week and hope to not be on this segment again. All right, Pour One Out for the homies. Not, my guy.
That was a serious pour.
That's on my shoes. Reaction is coming in. Let's get to the third quarter.
Healthy pour.
I need a quick towel for a hot stretch, please. Bro.
Need me to get you some Jason Mark? What's going on?
Yeah.
You all right?
Just gotta do it before you spill water on it, bro. That's it. Pour one out, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. A lot of fun with that. Shout out Anthony Memmi putting that together.
We're going to get to your interaction right now, but throughout the week, if you see a pour one out,
yeah, please
let us know.
Yeah.
At the Sportsnet account, at us personally, we are here for you.
All right, Eli Arledge says, should we get rid of Big Spain for a younger big? They're both Spanish, by the way, Ibaka and Gasol, so you got to be specific, bro. I know he's talking about Marc Gasol, who has looked admittedly slow, tired, fatigued. Let's not say Parades did that. He played in the finals, took 2 weeks off, played for Spain, won the World Cup, took 2 weeks off, and then was in training camp. My guy just hasn't had a minute to breathe yet. It feels, at least.
Slow or washed?
No,
Which
not
one?
washed. I'm not ready to say washed because he was a pretty big cog in that Spanish team winning that World Cup just a month and a half ago. I am not ready to say washed on Marc Gasol, who's one of the smartest basketball players to play the game right now. I'm not saying washed.
When they say how smart you are, it's probably because you're closer to washed.
No. Kyle Lowry's a smart player. He's not washed either.
True, for now. Listen, should they move him for
My shoes
a
are
young
washed,
big?
thanks to you.
No, if anything, if they move him, it's for a future pick.
That's it.
So
That's
that they
the
can
hope.
play the
That's
young
the hope,
bigs.
yeah.
Chris Boucher,
Yeah.
Duan
Duan
Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Like, that would be the move. And it depends. Do you want to win now, or do you want to build for maybe some winning in the future?
Now, speaking of building, OG has done that to his game.
OG?
Dwayne Wayne writes in, nice nickname, is OG an early candidate for MIP right now?
So I hadn't thought about this, but why not? His three-point makes are going up because his takes are going up. Shooting at 10% higher from three than he did a year ago. The points are up to 12. If he makes a leap like Pascal did, why not?
Well, why not Pascal Siakam for MIP again? Up
Back to back.
11 points from last year already, where he was the league's most improved player. I'm just saying.
They want it
I'm
back
just saying,
to
maybe
back.
MVP, maybe just MVP. All right, Christian Thomas writes in, did you see Kawhi getting mad at his teammates the last game? Well, yes, we just threw it in, pour one out. Without PG, the Clippers team's not even close to as good as the Raptors. He misses us. I don't think so.
I mean, he didn't get booed here.
Oh, come on. He didn't get booed with the Clippers fans. He got booed because Lakers fans were in the house for that game.
He didn't get booed by Clippers fans because Clippers fans don't exist. That's why he didn't get booed by Clippers fans.
All right, Foes on S writes in, do you think San Antonio is willing to trade away DeRozan for a better piece and the Raptors take him back? I feel like we're living in a pipe dream right now, right? Like a sentimental pipe dream because we're all up in our feelings. We had retro night a couple days ago. Like you're throwing it back. You're looking at montages of the team that was and the build up to getting here and everyone's like, oh, DeMar was such a big part. I saw on Twitter this week someone said, oh man, how nice would it have been if Kyle got traded and DeRozan and Kawhi won a title. I'm here to tell you that would not have happened. It just wouldn't have happened.
You don't think so?
No, of course not.
You don't think Freddie V running the point?
No, bro, what are you saying?
Just asking the question.
So you might as well have kept Dwayne Casey.
I'm here for that.
All right, well, that leads into our final question. Anthony writes in, you guys hear what Dwayne Casey said today? I don't know if you heard it or not. I'll read an anecdote from his pregame this afternoon. He said, seeing the banner up there was beautiful for the team, for the organization, for the country. I can remember when we first got here, we won 23 games. Every year we got better and better. Masai did a heck of a job of changing the team, making sure he got the pieces he needed. They won a championship. Nick did a good job bringing him home. So it's great for everybody, great for the NBA, great for the fans. We know there was some salt.
Why didn't you read it in his voice?
I don't have time for it. You want to read us on it?
No, I was just disappointed. Did he say? Did he say pound the rock
I
afterwards?
should have rocked an oversized blazer then, and done
And
that
really,
way.
really bend the brim of your hat.
Yeah, should have called the bad after timeout play then, if that's what we're really being Dwayne Casey, right?
How dare you?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
One of the nicest.
I know.
Record
Look,
got
I know.
better
But
year
like,
after year.
there's a
Set
reason
the
it changed.
culture.
I appreciated what he said because again, I think the build-up to all of this after the Raptors won, there was a lot of salt for unnecessary reasons. I think Dwayne Casey diffused that today.
You appreciate it, but wait. Do we believe it? You let us know. You let me know.
Yeah,
do you
that's
actually
actually a good question.
believe?
It's a good
Because he's a very
question.
classy man. Do you actually believe when he was watching the NBA Finals, he was like, "Come on, Kyle, get a stop"? Or was like, "Steph, go over the pick. I can't have you win the year after I leave." What do you think in his heart of hearts he was thinking? Honestly, let us know.
Let us know. Let's switch it up. It's time for the fourth quarter. Oh yeah, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the show. Put your fours up. Yeah, put your fours up. It's a football thing, dog. It's a basketball show. One of the best things about basketball is not what goes down on the court, it's what happens off it. It's a little segment we call For the Culture. And what I love about the internet, what I love about memes, is seeing the evolution of them as a week goes on. So we all know, it was about a week ago, that Kawhi infamously went, hey, to his Clipper fans. All right, season debut was awesome. The internet did its thing in the variation of songs. Here you go.
Maybe I'm gone. Hey. Maybe I'm gone. Maybe I'm out. Hey. I'm more than just an option.
Can I just make that my ringtone, please?
Which one, though? Like, just hey, hey, hey in general?
The whole medley.
Need a Drake remix with Kawhi, featuring Kawhi Leonard.mp3, like back in the LimeWire days. That was my favorite of the three for sure. But shout out the internet, always doing this damn thing.
But honestly, I think we are onto something. Producers, that should be your ad. Like, forget about Maybach music. Like, that should be your thing, producers.
Kawhi music or whatever?
Kawhi music.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, well, I love me some teammates.
Yes.
And I love me some fathers. And shout out to LeBron and D-Wade, who are not just neighbors out in California. They're going to watch Bronny and Zaire play. First of all, their fit is fantastic.
Incredible fit.
That is not the way.
Tucked into the shorts, mad underrated.
It is?
Yeah, I love it.
That's the part of the fit I don't like at all.
Of course you don't like it. Of course you don't like it. You'll never be as cool of a dad as LeBron James. I said it.
That's the only way that he kind of looks like a dad, is with the t-shirt tucked in. Because most basketball dads don't look like that, but their kids are playing for Sierra Canyon, getting it done, and they're out in the front court with Gabby Union cheering them on.
It's pretty cool.
Very.
Also, if you're the other parents and you're in the front row, LeBron and Dwayne show up, you're just all right, I guess I gotta move, right? These guys are gonna sit here for sure.
When I saw the video, I actually did think, because let's be honest, they're not showing up an hour before to watch
they're not
the layup
feeding
line.
Juice boxes to the kids. No. They're pulling up as the game tips off, man.
So this is a legit private school, one of the most expensive in California. Who is the school administrator that says to Cindy and Jack, I'm sorry, I know you pay 35 racks
for LeBron and
you're gonna have to
D-Wade,
move.
So get the hell out of the way. All right, would you ever pull off a fit like this? Russell Westbrook, first fire fit of the season, I gotta say. I think leather pants, sleeveless tee, the one dread, somehow his dreads have bangs, which is an incredible feature that only I think Russell Westbrook could pull off. But this is what I'm confused with, all right? You got no sleeves because it's hot, but you got a toque on.
Confused.
Yes, no.
Hell no.
That's right.
First of all, it's not even leather, it's pleather, by the way.
It's not pleather.
The
It's
circulation,
not pleather, bro.
You can't play after wearing that with compression shorts, walking into the arena, then putting compression shorts on. My mother has said this, and it is a fact, Canada. Just because they make it in your size doesn't mean you should wear it. And that is an example.
Speaking of bad leather, I think that goes in hand with your next one here, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the leather started beautifully, and then Chris Paul decided, let's do some arts and crafts on the Jordan 1s. The shattered backboard doesn't need help. It is supposed to be a high. He decided, I'm gonna make it a low with an X-Acto knife. I would love if they came in a low. I just don't know if you wanna do it yourself.
A DIY project. You got enough to deal with taking on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on your wing, Chris Paul. You don't need to cut your shoes in half, bro.
I liked it. I just don't know if you want to do that to one of the best sneakers in the game.
Yeah, but that version of that sneaker was widely regarded as trash,
Whew.
approved by Graham.
Whew.
Although I saw some people take that patent leather off it, and then it looked good, but we're not here for that.
Hit him with the comments, not me.
Hit me with the shoes. All right, then I'd wear them.
Not so trash anymore, right?
Amazing, right?
Send on, $3.99, his favorite price.
All right,
might as well.
Did you see the jacket Drake was wearing at the parade that everyone's like, yo, is that gonna drop? Of course it wasn't gonna drop, unless you were the Toronto Raptors in themselves. The best in the world, OVO jacket, custom personalized, gold font for each player on the team, nickname and all. I want to know what the nicknames are for everybody. A hot jacket, right?
Well, I love the fact that OGs, I don't know if you saw his, there was no nickname. It just said OG
Well, that's
on
it,
the
right?
side, right?
Like,
Not even the OG, just OG.
OG.
Who is the person that got at Drake is like, I need one, even though it wasn't on the team? Like, does
All of them.
Does Nurse get one?
Yeah, Nurse
Does
has
Masai
one.
get one?
Masai's
Does
got
Bobby
one.
get one?
Yeah.
Does Teresa get one?
Nah, I think we're stopping there.
Okay.
All right, your last one.
My last one is, I want to wear that jacket, but I also want to wear a costume. So I could have been at the Washington Wizards Halloween party because it was lit. First of all, the whole
feels like
house.
you could get a 10-day with their team if you just showed up right now. But
honestly,
right.
There's Bradley Beal as a Joker. Of course.
Oompa Loompa, Isaiah.
And so they are going in as a team. And then, CJ Miles really going in. Shout out to you, my CJ. Guy. They're having a good time. But then John Wall brings the Dougie back. And he's been on the IR for a bit. I love the thoughts, but there was a lot less energy, a lot less fluid movement than when he did the Dougie as a rookie being announced.
Oh, I love this.
The first time
I can watch this clip
ever.
all day. All right.
I wish I could move like John Wall when he was a rookie doing the Dougie, but shout out to him.
Hey, he then tore every joint in his leg and didn't play again. It's the highlight of his career, right?
Sadly, it is.
I loved it though. Shout out John Wall.
Shout out John Wall, shout out to the Wizards, and shout out Halloween. Let us know, what are you going at as this year for Halloween? What's your costume?
I'm going to be a 31-year-old that wears a cardigan, and so I will not be dressing up. For the Culture is over, but this show is not. It's time for Overtime. We have mentioned this before, that this is a show centered around basketball, but we are Canadian. The championship resides in this country, and it's important. I think it's our duty, Canadian duty, to highlight some of the Canadian ballers doing their damn thing. So each and every week, Donovan and I are going to pick a certain player from the Great White North that has killed it for the last week. So you're up first.
So first, shout out James Naismith.
Yeah.
No, just joking. Shea Gilgeous.
Oh, sorry. We're not pouring one up? Okay, sorry.
We did invent the game.
I mean, the carpet is...
We should basically shout him out every week. No, it is Shea Gilgeous Alexander for me, is the guy I really rate and respect. You talked about him last week because of his fit.
I did.
I'm saying he's fitting in OKC. And we talked about MIP. Maybe will he get a look? His points have doubled. His rebounds have doubled. And granted, it's been 1 week of basketball, but you want him on your fantasy team. We want him on Team Canada. And the Thunder are building their future around him right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that pick. He's been outstanding, and I think it helps having CP3 there as a mentor for him. I want to give a big ups to RJ Barrett. All right, a lot of scrutiny coming in. Obviously, he was a very high pick, and with that comes expectations. It is what it is. RJ Barrett, the only player aside from Kevin Durant to have 60 points, 15 rebounds, 5 threes in his first 3 career games. Played a 4th game, racked up 15 rebounds in that game. The first player in 100 years to have 80 plus points, 30 plus rebounds over his first 4 NBA games. RJ Barrett, do your damn thing. Canadian ballers, we could have picked a bunch of them. I want to highlight a couple other things that went down with Canadian basketball players. Shout out to Mafindo Kabengele, the Clippers. He scored his first points for the LA Clippers, and they made sure to acknowledge that.
Get you one. Phil breaks. Way to get your first bucket. What a game ball up. Hey, Fee. Congratulations, my man. Good job, Fee. Congrats. Game ball, my first bucket. Big season, sir.
Couple things.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for pronouncing his name correctly. You've been reading the pronunciation guide. Hooked on Phonics is your friend. Also, I love how he was like, oh, thank you.
Humble.
Yes.
Also, he's jacked, eh?
He is.
Oh my God.
Nephew of Dikembe. He's
Yes.
already got more muscle than Dikembe.
Okay, relax. No. Relax. I don't know if you saw this. Steve Nash, soccer pundit and former 2-time NBA MVP, pulling up to a beach in Venice in a suit, and was challenged to play a little ball. He didn't care. Look at this. Wet. Look at that, full suit. I don't know if my guy had a Bleacher Report commitment going down or a TNT something. Champions League week? Nah. What?
No shoulder pads in that suit, I assume, because he's still able to shoot it.
Oh, no shoulder pads in any suit. So I wanted to highlight some of the Canadian, other Canadian content that we might miss, because for Fee, that's his first NBA points. We got to highlight that. And Steve Nash pulling up to a beach in a suit and sunning some kids. Yeah, it's pretty good.
He has some stock in Indochino. RJ, his godson, already has the Indochino link. RJ, holler at your boys. Maybe like a little viral plug?
Oh, God, you always think so cynical, man.
No?
You always think so cynical.
Some on the low marketing by Steven?
Oh, my God. Let's get to our final thoughts here on NBA Chatroom. All right, a lot of comments coming in to wrap up the show. Christian Thomas following your idea. 40 and Drake should use a hey for their next tagline. We're still waiting on the Raptors championship talk for Drake. One where he actually raps about the Raptors.
You didn't like the championship pack of songs that had nothing to do?
Once mention any Toronto Raptor? or the championship. That's good branding for him. What would they have called it? The consolation pack? If they lost, like the in your feelings pack because we lost to the Warriors?
Oh.
Damn.
When I die, put my money in the grave.
Grip. It's grip. No, you gotta do it again. When I die, I put my money in the.
Hey.
Greg.
I'm telling you, it needs to be a hip hop ad lib. I'm telling you. Am I lying? I'm not lying.
A lot of people are trying to get Champagne Poppy to send them a jacket. Yo, Drake, come on chat room. Our weekly come on chat room moment, you know? Right here, bro.
We're just gonna have
See
by
this
the end
pumpkin?
of the season.
This pumpkin can go.
Clip all
This
43
pumpkin-
times, and you've invited him on to the chat room.
This one has my name on it. You don't have one, right?
I do not have one in
Sucks,
Comic
bro.
Sans, Dan Gilbert.
In your feelings too. Look, man, NBA chat room, week 2 in the
It's
books.
a thing.
We didn't get like a game ball here. I want to give the game ball this week to you.
Oh, thank you.
Just like we'll get our own little viral moment, you know? I didn't really want to give it to you, but it felt weird to give it to me. But game ball, obviously, to our team of super producers
Yeah.
who put everything together. Michael Torks,
Yeah.
Marco Tolkier helping us this week. Stefan, of course, doing his thing.
Yeah.
Anthony Memi doing his thing. And, of course, Graham Campbell seeing this all through. And, thanks to all of you, of course, for joining. We appreciate the interaction. Again, we're trying to build something here, and it doesn't work without all of you. So we appreciate all of your comments, all of your banter, all of your thoughts. We're trying to be as interactive as possible. It doesn't stop here. He mentioned it through the week. You see something crazy in the basketball world? Yo, holla at the two of us, man. Donovan Bennett on Twitter, SN Faisal Kamisa on Twitter, IG, whatever. Forward the memes to us, forward the viral videos to us. We got you covered as well. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Sportsnet YouTube page, youtube.com/Sportsnet. If you're chilling here right now, hit subscribe. It's the right thing to do.
Yes, sir. We'll be on your social feeds throughout the week with more content
Bro,
like
if you
this.
spill that on my shoes, I
JV.
swear to God, man.
We will remember you, my G.
Bro, someone has to clean that,
we remember
man.
you.
Someone has to
We
clean
lost
that.
one in the struggle.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I was like, clean my shoes again.
That's why you don't play defense.